Rolex dealers are going through a lot these days, and there are some things you can say to them that might piss them off. They're selling a product whose demand far exceeds supply. That's why they become irritated easily, especially if you waste their time. Some authorized dealers have let their power go to their heads. You might say they've become imperious assholes, but hey, I won't say a word about that. What I can do, though, is lend a hand in bridging the gap between folks who dream of owning a Rolex and the folks whose job it is to make those dreams come true. Let's get started. Firstly, never ask where the best place to sell the watch is. Rolex's authorized dealers, or ADs, aren't big fans of flippers. Those folks who snag a Rolex just to turn around and sell it for a nice profit, unless, of course, they're the ones doing the flipping. If the big shots at Rolex HQ catch wind of this, and trust me, those Swiss folks keep a close eye on resale activities, they might blacklist the customer and give the AD a stern talking to. Heck, they might even dish out some punishment. But you know what's interesting? There's talk out there, whispers in the wind, about Rolex dealers making under-the-table deals with customers, getting a little something extra when a hot-ticket watch lands on the gray market. You've heard the rumors, right? Now, I don't put much stock in these stories, kind of like how Rolex doesn't slash prices on their watches. Speaking of which, never ask if the price of a particular watch can be dropped. No, it can't, you dumb fuck. Picture a raised eyebrow, a subtle eye roll, and an exasperated sigh. Those fancy ADs, they've got a penchant for targeting the big spenders. You know, those folks who've got deep pockets and wouldn't dream of asking for a discount. They've got connections with other deep-pocketed individuals who are equally uninterested in bargains. Now, these customers, they're the type who might just splurge on a bunch of watches and jewelry before and after snagging themselves a luxurious steel Daytona or something similar. And ideally, they're the kind of customers who proudly wear their Rolex to show off just how generous the ADs can be. Thirdly, never ask why they don't make smartwatches. Well, when you find yourself in a pretty good position in the world of timekeeping, you can be selective about who you sell your products to. You see, those fancy Rolex dealers prefer not to engage in transactions with folks that Jonathan Swift and my dear mother used to refer to as yahoos. This was way before the internet service with the same name came into existence. Fourthly, never tell them that you need to think about it. "I've got some exciting news," the Rolex dealer might exclaim. "Your watch has finally arrived." They'll be eagerly anticipating your reaction, as if a long-awaited Swiss timepiece has just made a miraculous appearance. If you don't immediately share your credit card details or rush down to the dealer with cash, a credit card, or even gold bullion the moment you receive the call, and instead ask for some time to think it over, you'll find yourself in a difficult situation faster than an Indy driver speeding towards a 227 miles per hour crash. It's important to keep in mind that Rolex authorized dealers genuinely believe they're extending a favor to you. Hesitating to accept their generosity, preferably with great appreciation, may be seen as a significant offense. In their eyes, you might as well be invisible. Lastly, never tell them that their watch is not as good as you thought. The AD won't be bothered at all if you decide not to get yourself a Rolex. If you pass up the opportunity to buy one, they know they'll find another delighted customer as soon as you walk away or end the call. Nevertheless, you're essentially wasting their time. Sure, they might have plenty of time on their hands, but when you're the king, wearing your crown and all, you don't have any time to deal with nonsense, unless we're talking about big spenders. This becomes even truer if some seriously misguided person starts arguing about a Rolex alternative they don't even carry. Once again, turning down the timekeeping excellence of Rolex makes you unwelcome in their world forever. Maybe one day, Rolex dealers will struggle to find customers and they'll drop their unbearable arrogance. However, that day is a distant future. So, watch your words around Rolex dealers or consider buying a gray market or pre-owned Rolex to avoid all the unnecessary pomp and circumstance. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe to not miss any of our videos.